everyone, and welcome to our first lesson this week. This week we are continuing with our topic of time. Last week we were looking at how to tell time to the O clock. We had two hands, the long hand, which was the minute hand, and the short hand, which was the hour hand. When the long hand was at 12, we called this the O clock. Today, we're going to look at what happens when the long hand is at 6. So, before we start, let's look back at the hands on the clock. The long hand is the minute hand, and the short hand is the hour hand. In this clock, the long hand is pointing at 12, so we know it is O clock. The short hand is pointing at 1, so we know it is 1 o'clock. When we're looking at the minute hand on 6, we call this the half past. So big hand at 12, it's the O clock. Big hand at 6, it's half past. Now half past can be a little bit more tricky because let's have a look at the hour hand, at the short hand. In this picture, the hour hand is pointing in between two numbers. It's not pointing at 2 and it's not pointing at 3. It's pointing in between 2 and 3. When the big hand was at 12, the small hand was at 2. The big hand has now moved all the way around the clock to 6, so the hour hand has moved halfway between 2 and 3. This means that it is half past 2. The hand has moved past 2. It hasn't moved past 3 yet. If it had moved past 3, it would look like this. Hasn't moved past 3, it has moved past 2. So the time is half past 2. The short hand, the hour hand, will move halfway between the current hour, the hour it is now, and the next hour. Let's have a practice at reading the time to the half past. We've two clocks here. Which clock shows half past 4? So both of the clocks show half past because both of the long hands are pointing at 6. We need to find out which one is showing half past 4. So we need to look at the hour hand. On this first clock, the hour hand is in between 4 and 5. And in the second clock, the hour hand is between 3 and 4. We need to find the clock where the hour hand has passed 4. So let's have a look. In this first clock, the hour has passed 4. In this second clock, the hour has not passed 4. So we know that the first clock shows half past 4. Let's have another practice question. We need to find the clock which shows half past 10. Both clocks show half past because both minute hands are pointing to 6. Remember, when the long hand is at 6, it is half past. But we need to show the clock where it is half past 10. So the hour hand must have passed 10. Have a look at these two clocks. Which clock has an hour hand that has passed 10? That's right, the second clock. In the first clock, the hour hand is in between 9 and 10. So this clock is showing 9:30. This second clock, the hour hand is in between 10 and 11. So it is showing 10:30. Now it's time for you to answer some questions. I want you to look at question 1 and question 2 and tell me what time is being shown. The big hand is at 6 in both questions, so that means it is 30:30. But can you tell me which hour it is 30:30? To make question 1 and 2 easier, I will make the hour hands a little bit longer so you can see the difference between the two numbers. Pause the video now while you answer question 1 and question 2. Here are question 3 and question 4. I want you to look at the clocks and tell me what time is being shown in question 3 and question 4. Pause the video now while you answer question 3 and question 4. These are our last two questions for today. Pause the video while you look at the two clocks and answer what time is being shown in question 5 and question 6. When you're finished, upload your pictures onto Class Dojo Portfolio. I hope you had fun today learning about 30:30. We're going to be looking at this again tomorrow, so if you're still finding this tricky, don't worry. Tomorrow we will be looking at this again. See you tomorrow, everyone. Bye-bye.